Man, do I feel like a kid waking up on Christmas Day, because today is the day that we finally got the Reading and Leeds Festival lineup. Well, at least a good part of it. Now, I do just want to say, get this off the bat at the beginning, this is genuinely the first time I've woken up before 8 AM in a good few months, so please bear with me, especially as we're doing this video live stream style. Although I can't actually do it as a live stream on YouTube because I now have to have 1,000 subscribers, even though I did all of this stuff last year and I didn't need it. And I think it's a lot better as a live stream because we can have live comments and have a bit of a chat while doing this video. So if you want to subscribe, it helps the channel out and helps me do stuff like that. Now, yeah, all that self-promotion out the way, let's get into the actual lineup. Overall, I think it's a bit, it's alright. I think it's good. It's just not amazing. So first of all, let's go look at the headliners. I've already done full videos all about Liam Gallagher and Rage Against the Machine when they were announced, and they may appear up in the cards over here somewhere. But just a bit of a summary on them. Liam Gallagher, yeah, he's a pretty decent act, but really, would I care about him? Would you care about him? Would the festival care about him to put him as a headliner if it wasn't for his Oasis stuff? And, well, I guess, as long as he's playing the Oasis stuff, that doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I think that's what me and a good majority of the people are going to be there for, rather than Liam Gallagher's solo stuff. Rage Against the Machine seemed to be a very diverse booking. Some people like me absolutely loved it, some people absolutely hated it. Twitter was an absolute scenes as dark fruit. Twitter was fighting rock Twitter, and I think we're maybe seeing that at the festival with Rage Against the Machine being back to back with Cortina, so that's going to be a very interesting shift between crowds. Now the final headliner, and by no means least, is Stormzy. Now I personally think that's quite a good booking. He's very hot. He's very hot off his new album. He's also pretty hot off his Glastonbury set last year. But at the same time, he's also playing in London and Leeds just 2 weeks after Reading and Leeds Festival. He's doing a big UK tour, and most of his dates for that haven't even sold out yet, so that does make him a bit weaker. Now this is, by the way, just an initial reaction, a sort of a quick video on the lineup. I'm going to hopefully do a much longer, full, in-depth look at the lineup at some point soon, and also in a couple of days we're going to be doing what I think could be quite an interesting video where we're going to be looking at a lot of the statistics behind the lineup. Okay, now let's just get into the rest of the acts. Okay, on the first day, under Stormzy, we've got Migos. Now they've really fallen in stock, I feel, recently. Like, yeah, they used to be big, but not as many people care anymore. All you really hear about them is just Offset and Cardi B's, well, relationship drama, and that seems to be that's all the news about them. But yeah, I'm sure they'll have quite a few fans there anyway. Then under that, Two Door Cinema Club is a fucking massive act as a third act down. And then, All Time Low. Now, All Time Low aren't a heavy band, but besides Rage Against the Machine, they're really the only thing that could be slightly classed as a heavy band on the main stage, as far as what are the ones I know at least. I personally think it's a big shame. I was hoping, like last year, we'd get a bit of a heavy day, but it seems to be, compared to the last few years, we've had very defined days. We've had like a rock day, an indie day, and then an alternative and a rap day. This year, all 3 days seem to be mixed all over the place. And I think that's probably a bit of a business decision from them to stop people buying a one-day ticket just for the genre they like. And I also got Mabel and As It Is, that's alright. Gary Cinnamon under Liam Gallagher, I think that's a decent booking. Even though Gary isn't conventionally big, he sells out shows. He sold out a stadium show in Scotland instantly, even though he's only got one album out, which is pretty impressive for him. 2 singer-songwriter acts in a row though, maybe a bit much. I think they're quite similar acts, and I don't know if you want to see both of them in a row. But I think they're both good acts, and I'll probably go see them both anyway. D Block Europe and H, again 2 solid bookings for rap fans. The Main and Blocks, I don't really know, to be honest. On to the next day, Cortinas, massive indie band, very polarising indie band. It seems to be up here in Leeds, they are a very popular act, but down in Reading they are not. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that plays out at the 2 festivals. To be honest, it seems like at this point we're just going to be getting to Cortinas playing the festival every 2 years, forever and ever and ever. Run the Jewels, they were also sort of leaked last night, but not exactly. But anyway, I think that's a solid booking, a good bit of sort of like old school hip hop to have on the main stage compared to a lot of this more modern, well, SoundCloud rap, I guess people call it, but I know it's a lot more diverse than that. Slow Tie, another great bookings, coming off his Mercury Award-winning album, even though he was at the festival last year. I think he's really blown up since then. Tom Grennan, I think he's a massively underrated artist, great to see him, and Lady Lusher's alright. On to the Radio 1 stage, now I guess solid set of headliners to be fair. It's just such a pain that they're all clashing with the actual set of headliners. I'd love to see these three guys all on the main stage, playing a bit earlier on. Sam Fender's a solid booker, he's headlining festivals in Newcastle of a decent size. To have him on the Radio 1, that's pretty good, but that's a painful clash, him and Stormzy. Rex Orange County is another singer-songwriter style act, I guess, on the same day of two other big singer-songwriter style acts, so I guess if you're into that, that's the day you go. But then again, they are clashing. And AJ Tracey has played the festival a fair few years in a row now. He's on a streak of about 4 or 5 years, but I guess he's really blown up, it's keeping him relevant, so yeah, why not book him again? As well, on the first day, Declan McKenna's another solid booking with his new album coming out. That's going to be a very popular act. And J1 is certainly going to be a big name in the rap scene in a couple of years' time. Then I'm not going to lie, I don't actually know Heady One. I'm surprised I don't even recognise the name of an act that high up, but I guess I'll have to research them for the longer video. That day, Fontaines DC, Seagulls, Easy Life, Inhaler, a great bit of indie bands to have on before Liam Gallagher on that day. That day is going to be pretty popular with the dark fruit scene, I guess you call it. Then as well on the final day, got Idols. It's good to see a punk band that high up. I'm not a fan of punk myself, but I think it's good to have a bit more of this more lesser known genre, but still pretty, like, I don't know, still relatively popular, and it's making a bit of a comeback at a time, so I think it's good to invest in a band like Idols, who are going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Now we have the Hunter as well, another Reading and Leeds festival regular, seems to be very diverse. If I like them, but as I've seen on comments about them, some people love them, some people hate them, especially live. Then Water Parks as well on that day, that's going to be a good bit of fun. Now when it comes to the dance stage, I'm not even going to pretend I'm that qualified to talk about it. I don't know much about dance music, all I'll say is I've seen Mark Kitchen before and I've seen Wilkinson before, and they're a decent bit of fun both times. So now on to the pit/lockup, and honestly this is one of my favourite stages, but this year it's a bit wank, isn't it? Like, no, I mean it's an alright set of headliners, but there's not too much else going on there that particularly catches my eye. Sleeping with Sirens is a good bit of fun for the throwback emo. Gallows are alright. Fever 333 I love, but there's no way they're clashing with Rage Against the Machine, because me and my mates, well, we always joke about how Fever 333 is just B-Tech Rage Against the Machine. They're incredibly similar music. So I think there's a good chance it's going to be similar to last year, where we're going to see the pit stage end early on the night of the heavy headliner. Creeper as well on that day, they're a decent act, they're getting hot at the moment if they're sort of alternative emo rock, I guess I'll call them. You've also got Black Peaks on there, who are one of the shittest bands I ever saw live. Festival Republic stage, JPEG Mafia, like, it's a big name to have on the Festival Republic stage, and he also does not fit in with the typical indie that you see on that stage, but I mean we've seen all sorts on there before. I mean we've even had metalcore and deathcore bands headlining it, so anything's possible. Sports teams as well, another solid one to headline that, and I don't actually know Girl in Red, I'll probably have to research them before my more in-depth, longer video. Then on to the Radio 1 extra stage, and there's some decent names on there. Denzel Curry's a big name to be headlining at such a small stage. Danny Brown's alright, and M. Huncho. I'm not going to pretend I know loads about this stage as well either, but it seems to be they've done a lot better this year and people are a lot happier with it. Because in the past few years, a lot of people have been saying the kind of acts they have on the Radio 1 extra stage are very disconnected to the actual like rap music that a lot of people are listening to. So yeah, overall I think it's good. It's a very dark fruit style lineup. A lot of rap and a lot of lack of guitar bands on the main stage. It's a strange combination of acts this year. It's fucking all over the place. Personally, I love that. I love a good bit of variety at a festival. I like to see different things, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's not amazing, but I mean it's all up to personal taste whether you like the bands going. If you want to like sort of just compare it by how big are the bands that are playing there compared to other years, I think it comes off pretty well. I think there's a lot of like big names in the industry up there, people with a lot of streams, a lot of album sales and all that. So I think purely metrically it's a decent lineup. It's just whether it fits your personal taste or not. I'm sure as ever, Reading and Leeds Festival's always a very diverse response to it. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, and it seems to be the exact same this year. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think of it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Or you're sort of like me, I saw a bit in the middle. I don't know, we'll add a few options. I'll probably add a poll up here, see what you think about it. So yeah, I guess that's it. Overall, it's decent, just not amazing. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, the usual YouTube shit. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you